Well, welcome back, my friends, all to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors. A Riding with Scab is about 7 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Come on, baby. Just heading home from work. Now, I'm filthy dirty, and that's because I work. I work for a living. I've had my grandson on the weekends for about the past 3 weekends, and he went home today, which sucks ass, but such is life. He lives in Alabama, so I had to work, and I worked late, and it's almost 7. By the time it's supposed to probably be 8 o'clock, and I'm going to be out for my walk. But I wanted to talk to you about a couple things. I wanted to get a couple things off my chest, and I thought, what better way than riding with Scab, an iconic part of the knife community. Guys, I have about a $50 limit that I will spend on a knife sight unseen, and that's not the way to put it. About a $50 limit that I will buy a knife, no questions asked, no research. I'll buy the knife. Here's what I mean. There are a couple guys, JB, Big Red EDC. Shout out to Big Red EDC. I haven't shouted him out in a while. Good dude, great guy. JB, and then of course Donnie B all day. These two guys find some of the best deals and best little budget blades that I've ever seen. And I've seen a couple on both of their channels that I've immediately snatched up that I didn't take the time to look at the company. And I say 50, but really a lot of times it's $25, $30, right? $30, somewhere in there. Now, I'm going to use this twofold. One is everybody's number is different. I don't have a car payment. I'm not a car guy. I'm not a clothes guy, clearly. Megatron and I don't live above our means. And I'm saying all this because I'll get a quote. Well, I don't see how you afford all them knives. Well, one, I worked 2 jobs for probably 30 years, 25, 30 years. Secondly, Megatron and I we don't, our home is modest. This car is paid off. She doesn't have, so my expendable income typically goes towards knives or camping or things for the grandkids, or if we want to go out for dinner, we do that. That's just what we do. And I'm saying that because everybody's number is different. There are folks who have a tighter number. There are folks who have a bigger number. $50 is my number. After that, I don't give a shit if Jesus reviews a knife. I'm looking into the knife. That's my responsibility. I'm going to look into it. I don't deep dive companies and all the bullshit that goes with them because I hate drama, unless they're a company that you need to deep dive. You know what I'm saying? But 50 is my limit. After that, I don't give a shit who it is. I'm researching the knife. That is my responsibility. The other side is this. This channel is not the QVC. Now listen to me when I say what I'm going to say. This is a hobby. I don't make a whole lot on this channel. I really don't. At one point it was my goal until I realized I would have to hound you guys. I'm not doing that shit. I'll take my little bit of AdSense. I am very appreciative. I do have Patreon and a YouTube members, but you never hear about it. The folks that are in it want to be in it. That's the way we leave it. If somebody asks, I'll tell them. But I'm not interested in coming on here and having to beg for money. I ain't doing it. I'll work. I'm dirty. I'm mentioning all this for a reason. Jacob Peterson, it used to be the Prepared Bunker, but it's Exodus Knife and Tool. Jacob Peterson, awesome dude, man. He designed the Adventurecraft and that Workhorse, and he's got a couple others. That Adventurecraft I love. Jacob did a video today on Survive Knives, and he said Survive Knives is dead to me, and he kind of run down the thing. So I put a comment on Jacob's video. One, I watched his video. Jacob's a passionate guy, and he's a little more outspoken than I am, but he says what he means, and he means what he says, and he comes at it with passion and with knowledge, and he articulates, and he stands up for himself well. So I put on Jacob's video, hey man, because I don't know all that's going on with Survive. And I want everybody to stop right here and listen to what I'm telling you. Every Survive knife that you've ever seen on this channel has come from JR, who has purchased it. They've never sent me a thing. Now, we talked about it at one point. It never materialized. I've never spent a dime with them, right? Nothing on here, nor have I ever said, man, they're a great company. They make a great knife. I've seen people lie and say it's not. That's a lie. JR has sent me knives. You know what that means? That means nobody knew it was coming to me. Nobody knew I was going to review it. That's their standard. That's why I enjoy doing that so much. So but I have pulled for them. I've pulled for them for a couple of reasons. One is I want the guys they owe knives to get their knives. The other reason is, outside of Guy, there were 4 other employees. Now, I really pulled for them when Jonathan was with them, when Heavyset was with them. Really looked like they were going to turn it around. Really did, and I was hoping they did. I don't know what's happened. I don't know the people. I'm not on the inside. I don't pretend to be. I hate it that Jonathan's no longer there. I don't know what happened there. I don't need to know. It's not my business. I hate it for the 4 other employees because I've lost a job. I've been fired. Hell, I've been fired while I had this channel. It sucks ass. I've fired 6 people in my life. In a 35-year career, probably 15 or 20 of it in supervision. I've only had to fire 6. I remember their names. I remember why they were fired. I remember one, I literally, when I got done, I walked my car and I cried for an hour when I had to let that old man go. That's God's honest truth. So my guy Rob Carey comes in, no, you're trying to save face. You've promoted them. You're trying to, don't you do it now. Rob, listen to old Scab right here. And listen, y'all go to Prepared Mind, or not Prepared, you don't know if Chris is on here or not. Go to Jacob Peterson. I'll link the video in the description. Y'all can read what he put anyway. And you can read my response. It was not good. But Rob, let me say this to you, buddy. You're one of these guys, there's 3 or 4 of you guys who only show up when there's a survive, and you got screwed, I guess. But you hate Guy, you hate Survive, you hate anybody that ever shows them. You're just a man of hate. I can't help that. What I can do from the bottom of my heart, I want to extend this to you, Rob, in hopes that you will cherish it. Let me tell you something. I don't shill for anybody. Well, that ain't true, is it? There are a couple companies that I am dead ass behind. Work Tough Gear, Rose Crap Blades, and I got no problem. And you know why I don't have any problem telling you, hey, I support them. I want you to buy their knives. You know why? Because I have literally used their knives until I've cut myself with them. I have used Rosecraft. I use Rosecraft every single day. I've got over 600 videos. That qualifies me to say about those 2 companies, you should buy that knife. I've never said that about Survive, but I won't back up from Survive. They make a great knife. I don't know what the deal is. I think Rob might be the guy who wanted me to white knight and just run them in the ground. And let me explain something to everybody here. I'm not anybody's white knight. I'm not even my wife's white knight. She told me that. I told her I was going to get a knight one time, put on my back, and she started laughing. She said, honey, you're just not a knight type guy. You're more of a Viking, kind of more of a rapey, pillagey guy. Thanks, hon. Appreciate the shit out of that. But what I'm telling you is, I'm not a white knight. I'm not you. Look, listen to me. You know how I view this channel? God's honest truth. God's honest handbook. Like we've got 300 or 400 subscribers, because that's pretty much who watches the damn channel. That's how I feel. I don't think we have any say in somebody saying, no, Gab, you got influence. Well, I've damn sure never asked for it, and I'm appreciative, and I'm flattered. And it makes me, I'll tell you what gets under my skin, and I shouldn't because more people do it. I hate for somebody to tell me what I've done when I ain't done it. Boy, that drives me up one side and down the other. If I had that app where I could reach through the phone, I'd just backhand the shit out of Rob. I really would. And I know that's bad to say. I don't really care. Him and Trent. God, Trent, let me give you one too. Guys, listen to me. The biggest reason that I use a knife on this channel, here's what I want you to get out of my channel. And I'm as serious right now as I can be. I know it got dark, it's gonna storm, and you can still hear me. You can imagine what I look like. Here's what I want you to get out of my channel. I don't want you to watch my channel. And see, people have this idea of knife reviewers, that we're somehow some kind of industry play. See, everybody loves you. And Steins vs. Knives and Randy's WSG And some of you guys that's right there trying to grow your channels, Gerbs, and all you guys that are trying to grow your channels, let me warn you, everybody loves you now. You're everybody's darling now. Oh, you're telling the truth now. Let me warn you, when you get a little bit, when you start building and you start busting your ass and you really start to attain some subscribers, people start turning on you. Don't believe me? I can name 5 right now. I can name you 5 people right now that hate Work Tough Gear simply because I show their knives. That's sad. Really is. You're not hurting Work Tough Gear, dumbasses, and you're sure not hurting me. I don't care. And I guess at the end of the day, that's the bottom line. I'm not on here to champion a company, but I am not. And I want y'all to write this down, back it up, rewatch it however many times it takes to get in your little putrid brains. I am not on here for you to buy a knife. I'm not on here to sell you shit. I'm not on here to convince you of shit. I'm not on here to hand you a line of shit. I want to show that knife work. And this is what I want you to say. When you see a knife work, and you may love that knife, I want you to go, if it's out of that number in your head, I want you to go, you know, Scab, I love you to death, and you've been treating me with this knife, but now I've got to do my own research. I made a short today, guys, about cold steel, and I did it on purpose. I worded it exactly how I wanted to, and I got the response that I wanted to. Listen to me and listen to me well. And I said, never, ever, never, and of course, no, let me finish. I always do have thoughts. I said, never, ever, never, ever buy a Cold Steel from Cold Steel's website. You'll pay more because their MSRPs are more. That is a 100% factual statement. And of course, here people come, well, Scab, I bought one. You bought it on clearance, or you bought it because it was out of stock. I'm not saying they are being deceptive. Listen and think sometimes. Okay? Their MSRPs are higher. They're way higher. It's not an evil tactic. Not everything in life is evil. Not everything in life is a conspiracy. It is a common business practice. What they want you to do is go to one of their many dealers and buy from them. They set their MSRP high enough so that you go, man, I can get that elsewhere. They want you to. Good God, it's not a trick. They're trying to make the people who move the most knives for them some money. Because if you don't make money, and let me stop right here, money is not evil. Making money is not evil. It's not. Get that communist bullshit out of your head. I'm not saying it they're doing to trick you. Listen to me. But I made that short for a reason because I knew there'd be 5 or 10. Well, I bought it. Good. What I'm telling you to do is do your own research. Nobody should ever spend money they should not spend on a knife because of a knife reviewer. I don't give a damn who it is. I don't care if it's Hansel and Gretel. I don't care if it's everybody's favorite Gideon's Tactical. I don't care if it's Advanced Knife Bro, Chris Tanner, Shebang, or whatever his name is, Metal Militia. I don't give a damn who it is. Don't buy a knife because of a knife reviewer. It's foolish. I'm telling you that. I don't want anybody to ever say, man, I've seen it on your channel and I bought it. What I would love to think is this, that the people are hardworking people who watch this channel. Say, Scab, you intrigued me with that, but I had to do my research. I will never be offended. Never. Even if I say, hey man, buy this knife, still do your research. I ain't trying to save face for nobody. I don't want Survive to go under for a couple of reasons. One, they make good knives too. There's 4 people, guys, who are going to lose a job. If you celebrate that, fuck you. Seriously. There's going to be a bunch of people who are just partying, oh, fuck guy, oh, guy. It ain't just guy, man. Maybe he is a douchebag. I don't know. Why would you celebrate somebody losing their livelihood? I'll tell you why. Because you got your little computer screen to hide behind. And you want to take me with you. I'm going to tell you something, Rob. I've gained 150 subscribers since your little comment. This is what you mean to me and my channel. So take your 20 minutes of fame. What I figured out is this. There are people who will ride with this channel, and I love you. I do. But I don't expect you to be yes men. I don't want you to be. I don't want you to be. I want this to be a place for debate, as long as it's civil. And again, I'll say this again. Yes, I put them guidelines up. Nobody listens to them, but I don't see anything wrong with expecting a little civility. When did being civil mean you can't cuss or say how you feel? If you got a problem with those guidelines, here's what that tells me. You just want to be a problem. And I don't need you. I just work 10 to 12 hours a day, sweating my nuts off in 105 degrees. See, I have the luxury. Of having a couple guys that I can message, hey man, you ever heard of this knife? No, but I can get it for you. You want it? Yes, please. Not to keep, to review, and I send it right back. The beauty of this channel is this. We can show you all kind of knives without having to contact a bunch of knife companies, and there's nothing wrong with that. I tell you, hey, this knife company said, and listen to me, Geotech, BPS knives, K-Bar, half-breed blades. Those are the 4 new ones that are coming. They have reached out. I have said yes. What? Oh, Scab, you're going to start shit? No, I don't have to shill. I'm showing you the damn thing work. All I ask anybody is make up your own mind. That's it. If I'm wrong, dude, I'll tell you I'm wrong. I got no pride. How many times have I done it? See, here's the thing with like Rob and all these other clowns. Ron, whatever their name is. They don't watch the channel. You say, Scab, you get no. Stuff like that bothers me, and I want to address it, and it gives me a way to address things and do stuff like that. If I'm wrong, I'll tell you, guys, I'm wrong. But the one thing nobody can ever accuse me of, ever, is trying to be deceptive about a knife. I represent, that ain't a good way to put it. That boy Scab. I demonstrate a lot of knives, and I partner up with a lot of small makers, a lot of small fledgling companies, Carnivora and more, right? Guys, when you do that, not everybody's going to make it. We had the big thing with Imler, and I love Michael to death. I really do. I got to call him tomorrow. He and I have become friends, and he's a good guy. He really is. Michael Imler, crazy sharp. I like the dude a lot, and we really have. We take a little bit today. He's working his ass off right now. There's going to be hiccups. There's going to be growing pains. I'm going to get associated with certain things, whether I like it or not. I understand that. As long as you guys understand where I'm coming from. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, man. Am I wrong about survival? They make good knives. The knives are good. I have never once told anybody to buy it. I've told you to be cautious. I've only done one pre-order in my life. One. Now, let me say this. And that was with Casey at Knives Fast. And guys, all these channels that I'm mentioning, I'm going to start like a shout out thing in the description, and I'll put it. So if you've heard your name in this video, I'm going to try to put you in there. Okay? Casey from Knives Fast, I pre-ordered, me and Donnie B all day pre-ordered that Jetstream. It come in, right? I trust Casey. If Jacob has a pre-order and I like the knife, I trust Jacob. I just do. There are a lot of guys who say, I'll never do a pre-order. I understand that, man. Look at me. This is what I want y'all to get. I work for a living. There's been times, and she's going to kill me for saying this. I hope she never sees this part of the video. In the height of my addiction, because of my addiction, we didn't have food to eat. I never will forget. We literally split a can of corn and a can of green beans for dinner because of me. I know what it is to not have money. I know what it is to be the reason we don't have money. I don't want you guys to spend one single dime that you don't have to spend. I want you to understand that because I've been there. The only thing that I can tell you and the only thing that I can promise you is this: I will be as upfront and as honest with you as I can, but if I believe in something, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stand by it based on experience, based on the knife in hand. I'll never tell you. And here's the thing. The other comment dipshit made was, well, he used heavy set. Nobody's ever used this channel for anything. Nobody. Just because I won't run somebody down because I hadn't spent money with them don't mean I'm being used. Know your facts. For everybody who's made it this far in the video, I want you to know that I love you. You rode with me. You ride with me through thick and thin, and I am appreciative for you. I really, truly am. And please know, I'm going to be wrong at times. It's just the way, and the way I run my channel, I don't do a lot of research. Y'all do, Step? Nope. I want an honest look at a knife without any of the bullshit. If I would have ever known anything about Survive before I ever reviewed it, the review would have been tainted, it would have been dishonest, it would have been disingenuous, and it would not have been representative of what I believe in on this channel. I am not going to sell out to be somebody's white knight for a pat on the back for people that don't even support the damn channel. If Survive owes you a knife, you're welcome to put it in the comments. I don't know if they're shut down. I know that Heavy said that Jonathan's not with them anymore. Don't know what happened there. I really don't have much hope now for it. I did. And JR's got 2 knives that they owe him that I will be on their ass about until I get, and the rest of you. But the thing is this, guys. The thing is this. Make your own decision. You're not going to hurt my feelings. You're not going to offend me because you made a smart, intelligent research decision. I love y'all. God knows I do. God bless you. I hope he does it. The video turned there at the end, but I want you to understand this is as much real life to me. If it's just YouTube and it's fake, I'll quit tomorrow. The first time it's just about free knives and clicks and views, I'm out. Y'all have a great week. I love you. We busted 100K's ass. We will do some kind of celebratory video about midweek. Right now we're at 100,300. We're safe. We're not going back. I love y'all. I'm gone, son.